Fest 2017. Thank you, Stephen, for putting this on. So we're going to start off the night. I am a local musician. I'm in 2 bands. I am in Brianna, Mr. C, a local folk duo, and I'm also the drummer for a band called Strange Torpedo. I actually am diagnosed with a mental illness. So I'm going to talk about it for a few minutes here. So back in 2010, I had my first psychotic break. I went through a very deep trauma, ended up with psychosis, and then unfortunately my life changed a lot after then. So that was right after college. I graduated with a 3.9 bachelor's degree and ended up on the other side of the playing field. I was living in a ghetto with a lot of bad things going on. I learned every name for every ounce of weed you could ever learn. So a little bit about cocaine too. I was suicidal from then on because of the trauma that I went through, the sexual traumas, rape. After I went through that, I was suicidal. I was forced to stay in the apartment that I was lived at. My family pretty much left me for dead, and ended up on medication, and my whole life completely changed. I would say almost at a reverse, from being someone who is very well respected to all of a sudden being stuck in mental hospitals with people who could barely write their names. So time went on, and a couple years later, I got some of my life together, ended up moving to Georgia, and had the bright idea that I was doing so well that I would go off medication, which is actually a common effect of mental illness. Ended up homeless. I was staying with prostitutes. Man, I've seen it all. So anyway, what I really want to say at the end of this, and now I actually work as a social worker in mental health now. So I want to thank Advantage in particular for taking me off the streets.
Yeah!
Yes! And I want to thank Georgia for showing me kindness. I want to thank the music scene for showing me love. And I just want to say that we with mental illnesses are not the less fortunate. We are the ones who have been through hell and who have survived.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I got. That's my recovery story. I want to hand it off to one of my dear friends and colleagues, Tribble. I think you're going to like what you got. All right, enjoy.
Yeah.
Please give Brianna a big round of applause. I don't talk openly about this, but I too am deal with all of that. Severe suicide and depression is in my family. I never talked about this, but I think this might be the time to do it. And what has helped me through all my life is the friendship of wonderful people and people who really care about me. And I'm very honored to be here tonight. I want to thank you all for inviting me to be here. And I will tell you this, just the kindness of people has helped me through so much. And Brianna has always been so kind to me. I want to thank you. Just go to well, there's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show. Here to get ready now, go cat go. But don't you step in my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but the hell for my blue suede shoes. You can knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the place. I do anything you wanna do. Hurry up for my shoes, and don't you step in my blue suede shoes. I do anything but the hell for my blue suede shoes. Well, I said, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, baby, blue suede shoes. Do the thing but the hell for my blue suede shoes. My mama.
Yeah. Look up on my little blue jaw. Doing the thing you wanna do. Honey, lay off of my shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Doing the thing but the hell of my blue suede shoes. Well, I said, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, baby. Blue suede shoes. Do the thing, blue hell of my blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes. Hey! Blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, baby. Blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes. Doing the thing, but they out with my blue suede shoes. You know